Legacy Motor Club. We got to give Legacy Motor Club a shout out. John Hunter and Eric Jones out there just doing their thing. You go back, one of those cars has been inside the top 10, top 5 in the last 3 or 4 races. So really kind of getting the ball rolling. Maybe not consistently, both cars contending. What's going on, y'all? I'm Brandon Atlanta Man Bang, coming back to you right here, Coach's Corner, another episode of Rubbin' and Grubbin'. I'm telling you, rubbing is racing, grubbing is tasting. Man, we got a lot of good stuff to go over, not only the weekend that we had there at Atlanta, or Echo Park Speedway, but man, I tell you what a race we saw right there. Before we get this day started and the show started, man, let's give a big shout out John and Adele Henderson, owner-operators here at Coach's Corner. Without them, obviously, none of this is possible for me. And, man, we got a very special birthday today. We got to give Mr. LB Lawrence Bennett, the man, the myth, the legend behind the camera, the producer, one of my best friends, a big, huge happy birthday, man. So if you're out there watching tonight, tilt one back, drink one for Lawrence, right on there, happy birthday, man. Let's get the man some love for sure. Hey, 21 all over again, wasn't it, Lawrence? Now, I know I felt that way in Atlanta. I thought I was 21. All right, man, we're going to get into it and get it started, y'all, with the word of the day. The way we like to play this game is basically I'm going to say a word. Every time I do, you take a sip of your favorite adult beverage. I like to say it's age appropriate as well. If you're under 21, man, it's summertime. 4th of July is Friday. You might as well go ahead and party hard too, man. Stay up, get some Red Bulls, sweet tea, Kool-Aid, get something, man. Stay up, have some fun. But last week's word was Atlanta, which going to the home track, man, been going there for so long. I mean, let's see. I don't know how many races. I started going in 92. I didn't go to a few there just because keg parties. But at the end of the day, man, if you played along last week with the word Atlanta, man, I promise you had a pretty good buzz. So, again, this week's word going to be, I have no idea, y'all, but take a sip. So getting into that NASCAR news, man, I tell you what, sound the siren. I wish I had the horn hooked up right now because I'd be blaring on it, baby. Chase the Bulldog, Elliott, finally gets the first win of the 2025 season outside of the Clash, a points-paying race, man. And I tell you what, my man got it on. The hometown boy came home with the win, got it done at the hometown track. I'm telling you, man's on fire out of the. I expect, man, we're going to talk about it a little bit more. I'm going to tell you what I expect out of him here coming in soon, man. Man's going to kill it, baby, for sure. So, hey, some more news coming out, which silly season's kind of getting in the swing a little bit, I guess. Daniel Suarez and Trackhouse have agreed to mutually part ways. He will not re-sign headed into the 2026 season. I tell you what, those are probably some of the best Cup years for Daniel Suarez there. He's 33, still has talent. He'll definitely get a ride, I would say, 100%, especially if he's got some sponsorability that travels around with him, some sponsors that travel with him. But, yeah, kind of shocked me, man. I figured he was running halfway decent there for Trackhouse. Got him a win or two in the last couple of years, so thought he was doing something. But Connor Zilic is believed to be the replacement at 18 years old, which they're going to learn today. Justin's going to learn how them young kids love them race cars. And they're going to wreck a lot of good equipment, but that's just a learning curve and how it goes. But, I tell you what, that kind of came to fruition. I think it was Junior Motorsports and Trackhouse have like an operational agreement with Connor Zilic to run that car full-time in Xfinity. So, doesn't surprise me. They always try to go and get him and move him up super quick. So, we'll see. We'll see what he can do, man. But I don't expect anything better than Suarez in the next 2 to 3 years for Connor Zilic for sure there at Trackhouse. Big congratulations and hats off to Ryan Blaney, man. Got to tilt the hat back for Ryan. Him and Gianna, I think that's his wife's name. Anyways, him and his wife expecting their first baby there. So, hey, congrats to them, man. I tell you what, nothing in the world like it. Yeah, Lawrence got his Blaney shirt on for sure. And got him a new Blaney hat at the racetrack, too, which is pretty sweet. I like the hat. That was a pretty neat hat. But, yeah, big congratulations to them. I think they're expecting here later on this year. So, first child they'll have. Man, you think Talladega's something, bro. Just hold on. Wait till you have that baby. So, if you haven't yet, y'all go out, like, share, follow all the social media out there. Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, but most importantly, hit the YouTube channel. I got to give a really big shout-out to a couple people on the Atlanta infield. One, I got to give a big shout out to everybody that was in turn 2 over there. We're going to talk about more of that in just a little bit. But Alan and Travis, man, 2 guys been coming up there, and I wish I knew the last name, but I don't. I think we met them last year, last spring, or last summer. I don't know when me and Lawrence ran into them, but a couple really cool guys, man. I tell you what, really big NASCAR fans. Come around, they hang out, down to earth. I mean, their son, I think it's Alan and Travis' son, one of their sons always comes to. Girlfriend was there this year. Just super nice people, man. But, it really helped us out getting a few subscribers while we were on the infield, man. They do karaoke setups and all kinds of stuff, and they went and dropped the QR code and got some folks to sign up, man. So big hats off to them. Really appreciate that, fellas. We'll have to get you guys hooked up this spring next year when we come in. Maybe we'll give you a little free entry to a pool or something. You know what I mean? Who knows, man? Maybe I'll finally let you beat me in flipping there. I mean, who knows, man? But yeah, good times there for sure. So if you haven't, again, go check out that social. Kyle Busch helmet going away. Me and Lawrence got a little something in mind. We're gonna start doing something here, working on this too, and see what goes down. But we'll keep you posted. But for now, you got a chance. As long as you're subscribing to the show, you got a chance to win the helmet. So make sure you go out there and subscribe, y'all. So Zane Smith, Noah Gragson, Austin Cedric, and Ross Chastain are about to trade in the gloves and the fire suit this weekend and come out throwing some bags in the American Cornhole League charity tournament. So NASCAR getting represented by those 4. Hopefully they have a good run. Hopefully one of them, I'm going to take Noah Gragson. I'm definitely going to take Gragson or Zane Smith. I feel like those 2 boys, but I think Noah Gregson's probably going to have the best toss out of all of them in the cornhole. I'm kind of upset Atlanta man didn't get the invite. You know what I mean? NASCAR, somebody should have wrote me and been like, "Hey man, you want to play?" I would have definitely loved to play in that. So, but anyways, damn it, man. Come on, bro. All right, man. Derrick Rose from the NBA set to be the grand marshal there at the Chicago Street Course race. If you don't know, Derrick Rose played for Chicago Bulls there for a good long while. Had a pretty good career throughout the league. Pretty good player, but most of the highlight years were right there in Chicago. So glad to see that, man. Hopefully he enjoys it. Hopefully he's a NASCAR fan, and if not, hopefully he leaves one after the race. That's what it's all about right there. So that'll do it for the news, man. We are moving into my favorite part of the show. Lawrence, you want to throw me that bucket? Throw me the damn bucket. We got to get $1 in there anyways. All right, baby. There we go. Swear bucket. If you're new to tuning in, basically whatever car number wins that race is what we always donate in. Anything under that Christopher Bell is always a 20. $740 going on the year just from Checkered Flag for charity. Like I said, if you guys are new to tuning in, doing it for a really close friend of mine's dad, like family to me. Still in a rehab facility, kind of getting his health back and strength back. Had a couple heart issues and some other things going on. So just trying to help some money, raise some money to help them out, medical bills, living expenses. I mean, my buddy obviously had to take a lot of time off work to deal with all this stuff. So anyways, either way, we're just trying to help somebody out local in the community. So again, Rudy Barton is his name. If you guys see it on Facebook, they got a GoFundMe out there as well. But if you come to coaches, doesn't matter. Nickels, pennies, dime, 10, 20s, 150s, whatever it is you got to give, throw it in there. Tell your waitress, your waiter, bartender, management, John, Adele, they'll make sure it gets to the right people. And the best part about it is, like I said, it all stays local 100% right here in the Savannah area, no matter what. So can't be possible without the listeners and also the patrons, the coaches. So big thank you for that, man. And let's get some money. We got some concerts coming up. We'll touch base on that here towards the end of the show. But let's get some money going, man. It's summertime, and get a few drinks in you. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
And you should have seen them boys on the infield throwing bills around. It was like it was nothing, like it was toilet paper. All right, man. Getting ready to get into that who's hot and who's not. But before we do, I got to give a big shout out to my main man, Parker Eccles. I missed him so much this weekend, man. I tell you what, it's one of my best friends. Usually he's there in Atlanta with us. He had family obligations to hold down and take care of, so we all understand that. But, man, I missed you, Bubba. Had a good time, but look forward to seeing you in the spring there. And, man, we're going to tear it up as always. But Parker Eccles, owner-operator over there, Arborman Tree Service, locally owned, locally operated, fully insured, the best tree service in Savannah. I tell you, man, these guys know what they're doing. Parker and his team, they don't play around, man. They give it to you straight. And like I said, man, straight down-to-earth, homegrown folks right here, Savannah area. So doesn't matter what it is, full tree removal, stump grinding, need some limbs cut back. Man, we're in hurricane season. We haven't gotten rowdy yet, but we all know into September, October, November is when it cranks up around these parts. So we'll see what happens, but you might as well get it done before tragedy strikes and give Arbor Man a call. As I always say, no job too big, too small. Give Parker a call over there, Arbor Man, baby. That's what it is. I love you, man. So who's hot? Boy, let me tell you, every Denny Hamlin fan out there is hot right now with Ty Dillon because the man said, I just knocked out your favorite driver. I love it. That was a quote of the weekend. I swear, need it out of the playoffs or out of the in-season tournament, whatever the hell he said. We need a shirt that says that. The man needs to, he better be selling T-shirts. I better go to Ty Dillon's team website, and they better have a T-shirt I could buy. I'd definitely buy it. That's for sure, man. That was the line of the weekend. He's number one on the hot list just because that's the hottest comment. But back to driving. Come on, man. You know Chase the Bulldog Elliott just took over number one. I mean, everybody else had a bad race there at a super speedway at Atlanta or whatever you want to call it. Chase has been super consistent. The leading guy outside of a win. If you go to regular season driver standings, I think he was in 4th place, man, 5th place. First guy without a win, ahead of a million guys with a win. Finally got that win. I'm telling you, if you look at the courses that are in this playoff and where we're getting ready to head, back-to-back road courses. With Chicago, I chalk it up. If you can finish top 10 there, decent. Sonoma could possibly be a win. Dover could possibly be a win. And with Indy, who knows? We only raced this car there one time last year, so who really knows, right? Might get a win there. But I expect him to win another race before this in-season tournament's over. So you heard it right here first if he does, rubbing and grubbing. Got to put the 11 in there still as well. I tell you, man, Denny, I mean, come on. Again, with the tracks we're going, maybe not these road courses, but we get later on in the summer. We already know he's in the playoffs. He's going to heat up big. There's a lot of good racetracks that fit his personality and his style that are not that far away again. So at the end of the day, got to take the 11. 3 wins consistent. Gonna throw something a little different on here for you as well, man. Legacy Motor Club. We got to give Legacy Motor Club a shout out. John Hunter and Eric Jones out there just doing their thing. You go back, one of those cars has been inside the top 10, top 5 in the last 3 or 4 races. So really kind of getting the ball rolling. Maybe not consistently both cars contending every single day, but at the end of the day, they are definitely putting in work, definitely doing their thing, and got to give respect where respect's due. So I'll definitely chop it up to them and tip the hat, and big thanks, big shout out to Eric Jones and John Hunter and Legacy over there. So like the changes they made, and hopefully the ball keeps rolling in the right direction. So last but not least on that hot list, man, you know it's got to be Hotlanta, Echo Park Speedway. I tell you what, that was probably one of the better races I've seen there in a very long time. On top of that, I'm telling you, the performance was great. Didn't get to really see the TV coverage from, but what I hear was, hey, it was great. It was a great turnout in the stands. I'll say that the infield was packed out. It was just a really good race. Now, again, I'm still a fan of moving that sometime in the first one into mid to late March, and this one right here into the playoffs in September or something. I'm down late September, early October, swap it out with Dager or something. I don't know. I'd be down for that. I don't know what they'd have to do. Take Roval out. I don't know, something. But either way, a little cooler weather would have been nice, but to be honest, it wasn't that bad, but just a few hours out of that day. I guess for us coming from Savannah, it's like, whatever. We all know it's hot. It's Georgia, man. It's going to be hot. But, yeah, great race there. So Atlanta, again, makes that hot list. So getting into the who's not, the only thing I got to say is the only thing that's not this week is everybody's in-season bracket. I don't think there's anybody out there in the whole nation that still got a chance to run it clean and win every round, because that one there hurt a lot of folks, man. But that's the only thing that's not on the not list, because I know my bracket is a straight bust. I did have the 9 winning it all somehow miraculously. I got a car left in it, but that's it. Ain't no bringing it down to the final 2. We'll see. We'll see what he can do, man, but that is it. So getting ready to get into that Atlanta recap, man. Before we do, I want to give a big shout out to Thunderbolt Indoor Golf right here across the street from Coach's Corner, man. If you haven't checked it out yet, you got to. Indoor golf simulator, 200 plus courses you can play on. Beat this heat, beat the weather, man. Slide in there, maybe even warm up, before or after, or even practice, whatever. Get some buddies together, have some drinks, order some food. You know what I mean? Get over there, man. I'm telling you, it's really neat. If you hadn't checked it out yet, it's a really cool way to work on your game, especially in the dog days of summer and in this heat. So again, Thunderbolt Indoor Golf. Make sure you're checking that out. You can hit it under Thunderbolt Indoor Golf and Games, I think, online. And you can book tee times. So make sure you're booking those tee times up, man. Fill it up, beat this heat, and come see us over there at Thunderbolt Indoor Golf and Games, man. That's it. So Atlanta recap again. Awesome, awesome race. I love it. I'm partial because no matter what, I always have a good time. I tell you what, got to give a big shout out to everybody in the crew, man. Billy Snyder, Jimmy Henderson, and I do want to put this out there. This is something that I meant to mention this in the beginning of the show. I got to give a really, really, really big shout out to Billy Snyder and Jimmy Henderson because Will Hare, Will Hare Racing here, such a cool, young, up-and-coming driver that's in the Legends. And these two guys out of nowhere come up and just threw some money on them for a set of tires just because. Two of the most down-to-earth guys you'll ever meet in your life. Fun as hell to hang out with. Always have a good time with those two fellas. Hey, fellas, he really appreciates that, man. Appreciate you guys. But Billy Snyder, Jimmy Henderson, Bama, Lawrence, my dad, me, Pat Sheffield, Barron, everybody, Harrington, everybody and anybody. Harvey Wallbanger, we're going to give a shout out to Harvey Wallbanger too, man. Yeah, Lawrence shaking his head. No, don't do it. But I tell you what, man, really good group of folks that are down there. We all get together. A lot of us come from Savannah, and we miss out the rest of the Turn 2 crew, Bubba and Biggie and everybody, Willie, everybody else, Keith, everybody else that usually comes down, Rick. That's the springtime. I'm trying to talk them boys to coming back in the summer, but I don't know. We'll see if I can talk them into it. But, man, big shout-out to everybody down there. Again, big shout-out to Alan and Travis as well. Those guys are slowly becoming part of the crew. We're seeing them every year, which I really enjoy, and conversation's always fun too, man. So big shout-out to that. Tyler, my main man over there at Echo Park Speedway now. Such a down-to-earth, cool dude. So many opportunities he made possible for me there at the track, too. So big shout-out to Tyler. Hope he has a happy 4th of July. He always swings by and popped up on the RV, and I think me and Barron were up there hanging out. So he got to watch a few with us in his busy work days. But love it. Zach Case, hey, we missed you, man. But I tell you what, that Xfinity 1 ran late for you. I don't blame you for hitting the road and coming on back home, man. That was a long night. Love you, brother, and can't wait to see you, man. Come up and see us, brother. But again, all in all, great race. Again, Chase the Bulldog Elliott coming home victorious. The siren ringing up there in Dawsonville. I tell you what, man, it don't get no better than that. Those are the sweet victories at the home track, in front of the home crowd, and I finally got to see him do it. The last one he did it at, I wasn't even there. That's number 2 there at Atlanta for Chase, slowly becoming a threat every time we go. But glad to see him break 44 race winless streak, 44 races from a champion, man. That's a long time to be so young in the career, but I think now that we got this one, man, we're getting ready to rack them up, baby. So let's go, Chase. Get after it, man. Bad Brad, man. Broken heart again. I tell you, that's the story of that man's season the past couple years. I tell you, he had a car there, just didn't have the help in the end when it mattered. He said it. I think he just needed a friend. The man just needed a friend or a teammate. Had it, played it right, didn't wreck the field trying to block Elliott on the run, didn't race him dirty. Came back to get second there from Bowman. Just hats off to such a good driver. Really clean, good driver there, knowing what's on the line, knowing what he really needs for RFK and that 6 team. And to be honest, that, I think other than Daytona at the end of the year, that's probably going to be one of his last opportunities to really run up front and contend for that win. So keep an eye on that for sure. Thank you, my friend. All right. So, again, the big one finally happened there at Atlanta. We've been waiting on that. Since they reconfigured that track and cut, there hadn't been a super big wreck. A few cars, but not a big one. And that one was pretty big right there, man. So, it took out a lot of contenders there, stage 2. Look. Whenever you play the strategy and you come in and pit that way and you get bundled up behind some folks that are up front that maybe necessarily don't run up front all the time, and, you're a lot faster than those cars with that equipment, this tends to happen sometimes. So I hate it for everybody involved. That took out a lot of good cars, but, man, it led to a great race and some good finishes for some good drivers, too. Again, Ty Dillon, Eric Jones, Zane Smith, all really good runs there. Ricky Stenhouse had a good run. You got to give hats off to those guys, man. They figure out a way to survive the mayhem and avoid the wreck and get their finish. So hats off, and for those teams, that definitely means a lot. So All right. Again, man, like I said all the time, one of my favorite racetracks to go to. Very exciting. I think the more weather we get on that track over the next couple years, as I continue to say, the better it's going to get. Again, I still want to see them go run a 1.5-mile package there. Like, I still want them to swap it up and do something that you could only do at Atlanta. Run a super speedway package and turn around the next race and run a 1.5 miles, or vice versa. But we'll see what they do. It's a great idea. We'll see what they do, though. So before we get headed into this Chicago race preview and the Keys to Victory by Liberty Forge, we're going to pause for station identification right here at Coach's Corner Sports Network, y'all. Pretty warm out here today. It ain't too awful bad. Good little breeze. I mean, we've been sitting outside, I don't know, pretty much since last Wednesday anyway. So I don't feel too bad on it, man. But hope you guys are having a great Wednesday night. And if I don't see you personally, happy 4th of July, y'all. Cheers. I will. That is a very good question. We'll give something away, the closest ones, if anybody answers it. All right, man. So Lawrence just hit me with this before we even get into this. We'll give away something, some memorabilia. I got a die cast I'll give away for this one, all right? Now, it's an older die cast. These are from like mid-'90s, all right? I'll give a die cast. Still in the box, though. Still in the box. But I tell you what, if you can guess the number of beers that we drank in Q25 this weekend, there was only 3 of us in that camper, and one of them really don't drink that much beer. But if you can tell us how many beers you think we drank combined this weekend, Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, you win. You win the die cast. Closest one to the number, all right? We know the number, but closest one to the number wins. Throw it in there. Even if you weren't there, you can guess. But if you were there, you got a little key piece of information to know how many. So getting ready to get in the Liberty Key Forge for victory, but before we do, big shout out to Liberty Forge, man. Some of the most badass wheels made in America. One of only a couple with floating center caps, fully customizable. You got a big boy truck, you want some nice wheels, you better go check out Liberty Forge, man. Them boys do it. Built to order. These things are cut, clean. I mean, they are snazzy, man. Check out that website. They got a little swag too, and like I said, man, you can check them out, see what it is. A buddy of ours got it hooked up, but they are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful wheels. So make sure you're checking it out. Liberty Forge, baby. That's what it's all about. Damn, scared me. So Keys to Victory right here coming to Chicago street race. I mean, there's so many things and variables, kind of like any other. It's basically what we just saw in Mexico, right? To me, track position. Don't lose your track position. We saw what happened to Ty Gibbs making the wrong move at the wrong time, and boom, never could come back, right? So track position will be number 1 on there for me. Tire selection. Now, I don't know if there's any inclement weather, rain, or any of that this weekend in that Chicago area. I hadn't really looked. I will. But tire selection. Do you start on, your slicks, or do you have treads on? When do you swap to treads? When do you go back to slicks? We'll see. We saw Austin Cindric do some craziness. I don't know how he survived on them bad boys there in Mexico, but he did. But we'll see. Tire selection is very important. 3, fuel, man. You got to have it. You play your fuel right, you play the race right, and the cautions fall right for you. Man, you can cut that. You can cut a lot of people off with fuel mileage. So we'll see who's got that as well. And pit stops. Again, when it comes down time, you got to have clean pit stops on and off pit road. Don't lose that track position. Don't get penalized. If you do, it is a hard way back to the front. All right. So those would be your Liberty Ford Keys to Victory right there, man. So Chicago street race, baby. I tell you what, NASCAR racing on the streets of the Chi-Town. Sunday should be interesting, man. We had a pretty decent race there last year. Alex Bowman snuck that win out last year, I think. Pretty sure, didn't he? No, wasn't it Bowman? Byron won it? I don't know. Who won it? Hell, that's so long ago. I don't even really, I'll go to sleep on it. Anyway, I'll get back to you on it. I don't know who the hell won. Anyway, it was probably a halfway decent race. But at the end of the day, man, make sure you're tuning in to watch it this Sunday. Better yet, come up to Coach's Corner, Savannah's home for NASCAR. The best place to watch it. So many TVs. I'm telling you guys, man, there is nothing else like it. Make sure you're watching it, man. So getting ready to get into that money line, baby. Money line presented by Redfin Polarized. You see them. I got the Hatteras with the blues, man. These things, I've had them. Some of my tortoise favorite sunglasses that I own. I love sunglasses, if you know me. So anyways, at the end of the day, these things, it doesn't matter if you got money on the line or a wall hanger. Make sure you see it clearly with the best polarized sunglasses on the planet. Redfin Polarized, man. These things are made for the woods, the waters. So many different frame styles, polarization options. Even got RX prescriptions if you need them, baby. I'm telling you, man, they got it all. Swag to the zillion, a million good-looking things. I got to order some stuff here coming up before we get done with the show, and maybe October when I get done sweating. I don't like to sweat in my Redfin hats, man. I love them. But anyways, at the end of the day, man, make sure you're checking them out. When you find something, you throw it in the cart. You go to check out. Use code Rubbin' and Grubbin'. Save you 15% right there, man. Top 5. I tell you what, I'm going down on some whims here at Chicago. I'm gonna go off of what we saw there in Mexico. But I'm going to go a little bit different. You know what I mean? I'm going to go a little bit different, but not too different. All right? So, number one for me, you'd be stupid if you don't take the 88. I messed up last time, didn't take the 88. You know what I mean? Oh, was it Bowman? Yeah, I thought it was Bowman. I thought I was right. Like, well, damn, I had to think back. Snuck one out somehow, I'm pretty sure. But, yeah, I'm going with the 88. I'm going with SVG number 1. No ifs, ands, or buts about it to me. Obviously, after what he did to him in Mexico, they're going to bring that same car back, put a little different setup on Chicago. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he don't do the same thing. So I'll take him number 1. 2, I just told you guys, Chase the Bulldog Elliott's back. The road course king. Let's not even act like he's not, baby. Maybe he has a good run. Maybe he goes back to back. We've seen it a couple times this year. Maybe he does it. Let's go, Bulldog. Michael McDowell, I'll take him. Doesn't matter where we go. Always going to be a good runner on road course, street courses. I'll take Allmendinger as well. And last but not least, I'll take Tyler Reddick. He's about due for a good run on a road course. Dark horses, I'm not going that dark. I'll take last year's winner, Alex Bowman. And I'll take a guy that I feel like probably maybe not would have won Mexico, but definitely had potential to do it. And depending on what would have happened, maybe made him push a little bit harder. But I'll take Ty Gibbs. I'll take the prophet right there, Ty Gibbs, man. We'll see what he can do there in Chicago as well. So getting ready to get into that hard right turn, man. But before we do, got to give a big shout out to Lamar's Body Shop over there, 2301 Skidaway Road. Lamar and his team, the best auto collision company in Savannah, service in Savannah. These guys, 35 plus years, taking care of all your Savannah auto collision needs. The best in the business, man. They are clean. They will give it to you up front, and it doesn't matter what it is. Getting a part replaced, full paint job, man. Some customization options, whatever you want. Go check Lamar and his team out over there at Lamar's Body Shop. Again, 2301 Skidaway Road. As I always say, why settle for par? Go see Lamar, man. I love you, brother. Got to get him up to a race sometime. Maybe Lamar will like it. Come on, Lamar. Come on up to a race. But I tell you what, man. Into that hard right turn. All right, so here's a question, man. Is it silly season really, or is it really just business? You know, after the last few years, like, there's nothing that really catches these guys off guard anymore. We don't really see too much go into the off season. I mean, we have the Kyle Busch moves, you know, a couple of them, Denny Hamlin, sponsorship, da-da-da-da-da. But, I mean, come on. I mean, is Suarez really not re-signing Trackhouse a huge thing? Like, oh, my God, here we go. We're getting silly. I think it's just a business deal. I think when you look at Connor Zilic, I think at 18, the sponsorability for him and his career is a lot higher than what Daniel Suarez is. Is he proven? No. But it is a business, and it is a business deal. If the kid's got sponsorship money that's coming in with them, come on, that's where the money's made. That's where the careers are made nowadays. It doesn't matter if you don't. I don't care how much talent you got, man. Unless you were a Kyle Larson going out there and you show up racing for Rick Ware and win 15 races, you ain't getting a ride for free. You better have some sponsorship. You better have something. And if you do that, sponsors are going to be throwing it at you left and right either way. So, you know, to me, I think it's just business. I don't think there's anything ever bad. I mean, now, once you start seeing teams run bad consistently and you can tell disgruntlement in between crew chiefs or team ownership and a driver, then, yeah, for sure, I think that's more of like, you know, silly season or all right, we're done or whatever's going on, or mid-season somebody gets swapped out or get fired or something, that I consider silly season. The rest of these days I just consider business. Tough business. Your window for opportunity to win and be successful is very short, and if you don't make it happen and win often, again, that window shrinks like this every time. So again, I hate it for a lot of guys, but I think it's the name of the business. Young drivers, well, let me say this, young asses in seats is going to do a lot more for business than guys that are 33, 34, 35 and got a few wins. And I'm not taking anything away from Daniel Suarez. I like the guy. He's nice. He's personable. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Again, it's a business. So, but that'll do it for the rubbing. We are on to the grubbing. And I just went pretty plain and simple, man. Look, I know anybody up there, is it underneath it? I think they pinned him up underneath it. Anybody from Chicago, man, you guys can't laugh. We're down here in the South, man. But we did a couple I did just go Chicago dog, and I did get my mustard too. So, boy, I'm gonna load these bad boys up. Couple dogs, some homemade chips, man. I'm telling you guys, if you have not come up to Coach's Corner and had any of their food yet, you guys are missing out. I'm telling you, customizable a million different ways as long as it's reasonable. They got wraps, salad, burgers, some fried fish, so many good apps, man. I'm telling you, they know what they're doing. This kitchen crew got it going on. So, again, come up here, check out Coach's Corner, Thunderbolt, Georgia, the center of the universe, baby. So, make sure after the show, you're going to have a little while because we went a little early tonight. Lawrence got a birthday plan tonight, holding the man up. It's hot out here. You got to shower, get dressed to the T, and go out and have a great birthday night. That's what it's all about for him tonight. So, stay tuned, though. Demasi's coming on, baby, with the Savannah Sports Report, all right? Let me get this right. Isn't that what it is? Savannah Sports Report. I'm so old school. I've been on here so long with Demasi, man. I just keep calling it the same thing. Savannah Sports Report, all right? Coach Carl Demasi keeping you up to date on everything that is awesome. Duh Coach, as he likes to say, knows his stuff, man. I need to ask him about these Bravos. We're going to be 500? We didn't make it, did we, man? I know. It's close, though, man. Hey, look. When we get out of this All-Star break and all this stuff is said and done, man, we're coming. We are coming for it. I'm telling you right now, we got it other than old buddy having Tommy Johns. How the hell you... Oh, man, I'm telling you. See what I mean, Lawrence? Get a guy, recruit him, you farm him. Yeah, good season going. Tommy Johns in May. Hell, it ain't even, what is that? Not even 2 full months in the season. Good God almighty. Anyways, man. We're going to get after it. Brady's going to win it. But Coach Carl going to keep you up on everything, man. I'm telling you, stay tuned. If you haven't yet, go out, subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. He got some followers, man. I need some youth. When you hop on there, try to find a little link to Rubbing and Grubbing in Atlanta, man. Come subscribe for us, too. It'd be great. Greatly appreciated, man. I know a lot of teachers here. My mom's a school teacher, man. You subscribe, I might be able to work you out a little extra 100 or something. You know what I mean? You never know. But you got to subscribe to find out. So that's going to do it for Rubbing and Grubbing. I am out, y'all. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. Everybody have a safe 4th of July. Everybody try not to blow any fingers off. Try not to catch nothing on fire. Nobody get any damn DUIs, BUIs. Just stay safe out there. We all know the cops aren't playing. And, man, let's just have some fun. You know what I mean? But let's not forget what this day is all about. And, if you're a true American, doesn't matter what political party you are, what sexual orientation you are, doesn't matter anything about any of that. Color you are, all that matters is that we're Americans. Remember what this holiday is about. Represent America. Love the country that we live in. And God bless, man. So you guys have a great night. Till next week, love y'all. Stay safe. And as always, wash your hands, y'all.